Well, hey there. The artifact that I would like to consider this week is the Netflix series called 13 Reasons Why. This series is a teenage drama about suicide, and particularly revenge suicide in the life of an American teenager. Um, this is really, really important, I feel, because most of our teenagers, if they are currently eighth grade through probably 20 years old or older, have watched this series. And though it is a drama, many of the things that are depicted in this series feel very real or accurate descriptions of what high school life feels like in America. And so I really feel like the point of this series by the producers and by the writers was to, one, shed light on teenage suicide and bring it to the light, but also to some of the causes of that and how intense social life is in America in high school. One of the things the series left out, interestingly enough, is social media. It really was not a part of the storylines at all, which I found really interesting and almost it could make the series irrelevant because social media is so prevalent in the life of our teenagers today. So just as an argument there, that was a big missing piece out of the entire series. But what I felt was really, really, what's really important with this series is that it causes us to enter into conversations, one, not only with teenagers, but with their parents. I think when it comes to teenage suicide and even the mental health of our teenagers, whether it's because of the pressures they feel of the world or from parents or the schools, parents tend to overlook or pretend that they're not there. And so for us to enter into a conversation and start a conversation about, hey, your teenagers are talking about this and they are probably watching this series that is very, very graphic and very real at times, even though in a dramatized setting, of course, because it's TV. And so how do we address that and enter into safe conversations with our students and with our kids who, one, probably know someone who has committed suicide within the past couple of years, or know someone who is contemplating it, or knows someone who is sexually active or has been raped at a party, or so on and so on. And how do we engage with them theologically and in faith conversations? One of the many questions that comes up is like, does someone who commits suicide, do they go to heaven? And so those are some really meaningful conversations that we can enter into as pastors, as church leaders, even as neighbors, as we're coming across some of these important series that come out on TV that are really impacting the thought life and really the faith life of our teenagers.